Okay, I'm here. Hey, big brother Steve, what up, man? How's it going? Hello, hello, hello. All right. I feel like I haven't streamed in a long time. It's weird. It's very weird. All right. Making sure everything is up. We might get some frame drops tonight. We might. Let's see here. Pull up Alienware. Alienware Arena. Log in with Twitch. Go over to account settings, control center. Choose your streamer to watch for points. And click me. All right. Cool. Let me start earning ARP. All right. How's everybody? Sorry if my fans kind of probably blowing pretty loud. I do apologize for that. Oops. All righty. Hopefully it's not too loud now. But anywho. All right. So I mean, yeah. How's everybody doing? Hopefully everybody's doing very well. Um, looks like we're doing okay, which is good. Let me double check. Oh yeah, I forgot. Vertical uses its own. I have a separate encoder for that. I forgot. I completely forgot. Um yeah, so we're up on Rumble tonight. Or, yeah, sorry. We're up on Rumble tonight. We're up on YouTube horizontal, and we're up on vertical. So, and then obviously on Twitch we're up. So, cool. Awesome. Let me. Oh, hold on. Let me double check. Hey, Rumble's still up. Okay. I was just making sure. I was like, oh no, think I busted it. What's there? I mean, it does say we're live. So, alrighty, all right. Unless, oh, hopefully I'm live. All right, give me 1 second. Let me open up another tab. Close this out. This. Oh wow, it. Okay, so never mind. It is not working. Uh, interesting. Oh, is it because I? Okay, never mind. I think I know what it is. All right. Okay, never mind. YouTube vertical gotta go. I'm sorry. All right, end this stream. Okay. I forgot. I can only be live on 3 platforms. If I go more than that, it will it'll mess everything up. Um, what the hell? I ended. God dang it! All right, let me do it that way. All right. Oh, let's see here. I go Rumble Studio. Oh, I broke Rumble. Oh, yeah, I broke Rumble. They're like, "What are you doing? What are you trying to do?" Because I click it and I go to Rumble Studio, and then I need to be authorized. I am authorized. What do you mean? Hold on. Did I break? Uh oh, I think I broke my account. Oops. Okay. Go here. Mute. Studio. There it is. Okay. Now, enter. How does it say I'm live? I'm not live. Okay. No, you shouldn't be connected at all to Art. How is it connected to RTMP? It's not even live. What are you doing? Now, if I start it, I broke things. Give me 1 second, chat. This is why you never try new stuff. Never. Never try new stuff. All right, remove this. All right. Okay, I broke Rumble. That's what happened. I broke it. Gosh dang it. All right, we're probably just going to have to do without Rumble tonight, unfortunately. I didn't want to, but seems like we're going to have to since we're having problems. Because apparently Rumble is still trying to assume that I'm live when I'm not live. Yeah, for some reason. All right, let's go to content. Here, delete. Yes. Woo! All right. Let's see here. I think tonight I'm just gonna get straight into Battlefield. Yeah. let me do this. Stream settings. Oh no, not that. This. Generate a new key. Copy that. That is so weird that it's still saying I'm connected to an RTMP. No, I'm not. I'm not. Delete. Wait, hold on. All right. Being an RTMP. Okay. Now it says I need an RTMP to go live. Okay. Now upload that. Okay. Details. Do this. Go over here. Okay. Copy that. Go over here. There we go. There. Now, in theory, this should all work. If I hit this button, and then I hit this button. I probably messed everything up. Oh, man. Okay. I think it worked. Cool. Cool, 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 cool. Oh, what a pain. What a pain, what a pain, what a pain. Oh. I was going to do something and I completely forgot. Oh. I was going to do something I completely forgot. Okay. Oh, whoops. This. Sorry, guys. Do this. Okay. I think that was it. Now, let me go over to WCCF Tech. Oh, okay. I apologize. I gotta talk about this because this is insane. Okay. This is before. Sorry. Did you guys see this? What happened here? This is insane. I first was PlayStation, and now it's the Steam Deck. I hope Xbox isn't next. Just for the sake of people. Gaming has been getting out of hand. It is going away from like for the common people to now rich person only hobby now because of the price hike in hardware due to like AI and all this other stuff that they're doing. I have never seen in my whole life, I've never seen a console get older and older and at the same time gets more expensive as it gets older. I've never seen that. We've seen it for cars, you know, because like you know, older cars and stuff like that, you know, if you have like great upkeep on it and everything like that, great maintenance and stuff, then yeah, that's going to sell for a lot of money. But this is the same exact components. The only thing is the difference between the Xbox. Actually, no, I was gonna say the only difference between like the console that you get that you have now to the console if you were to buy that same one is updates. But yeah, actually, it is right. The thing is, the console that you already own has more updates than the console that you bought. So it's like if you bought two PS5s, like, and obviously you bought the PS5 Pro when it first came out, and then the PS5 Pro now, that's almost, you know, that's $900, almost $1,000. The only difference is you have pretty much updates, which once you plug in that new PS5 Pro, you guess what you're gonna have to do? Update the whole system. So it's crazy. Oh man. So this is from WCCF Tech. This is talking about the Steam Deck. The OLED is back in stock, but with major price hikes from Valve, spelling trouble for Steam machine prices. So those that do not know, the Steam machine is Steam's or Valve's new console PC hybrid. I think it's just honestly, I think it's just a mini PC with the Steam operating system in it. That's all I'm saying. So if you guys do like the content and everything, make sure to check out the channel here. Make sure to drop a subscribe, like, and comment down below on the video. Also, if you guys want to tune in onto the live streams, I'm live at 1 a.m. Tuesday through Sunday, where we talk about these things, and also we play some games afterwards. So anyway, here we go. The Steam Deck OLED is back in stock, but with major price hikes from Valve, spelling trouble for Steam price machines. So here they said that the Steam Deck OLED is back in stock, Valve has announced, but its return is not necessarily a cause for celebration. As it returns with a major change, the price has been given a huge increase. The base 512 gigabyte model, jumping from its previous $549 price tag to a whopping $789. The 1 terabyte model, for its part, has gone up from a previous $649 to a $949. Pretty much a $300 price increase, which is insane. For the base model, it's a $240 increase, which is insane as well. Like that's insane. So then they said in a blog post, Valve blames the price increase directly on raising memory and storage costs from like AI and all that stuff with the data centers. That's pretty much what it is. While admitting that the handheld PC hasn't changed at all, and that's the perfect like non-selling point of this whole thing, where people are like, why would I want to buy a Steam Deck? Why would I want to buy like a console if nothing has changed at all for the system except the price? It's ridiculous. So they said that these new prices reflect the current state of component costs and other global logistical challenges across the industry as a whole. It said that it's a massive jump for a handheld PC that is by no means the most powerful device on the market if you're looking to take your PC games with you in a portable fashion. But what's worse is that it signals that players' biggest fear about the Steam machine will likely come true. That, of course, being the fact that while the upcoming home PC could be an excellent device, its exorbitant price will turn many hopeful Steam machine owners away. Now, the crazy thing is, the Steam Deck, I'm just gonna be 100% honest with you. The Steam Deck, if you do not have Wi-Fi or anything connected, it's not really useful. And also the other thing is, when it comes to the Steam Deck, you can't play every single game that you own in your Steam library. I will bat for this forever because I have a Steam Deck. I bought a Steam Deck because, again, I wanted to play Destiny 2 on my Steam Deck. I wanted to lay in my bed and raid with my friends at the time. But couldn't get past the screen. Well, first of all, it said that it wasn't compatible. So I tried to launch it anyway because I'm like, I own the game. Bullshit, I own the game. And what happened was the game, I couldn't get past the loading screen. Why? Because it has BattleEye, which is the anti-cheat software. that anti-cheat software does not allow you on the Steam Deck, does not allow you to progress. It doesn't let you proceed and be able to play the game or anything. If you try to bypass that, that's considered tampering, which is against the TOS for Steam Deck, or for Steam and for Valve and Steam, resulting in your account being terminated. People have tried this, their accounts were terminated. So that's why I get upset when games come out and people are like, ooh, like, I hope it comes out on Steam Deck. I mean, I hope that games do come out on Steam Deck, but I wish that they updated Steam Deck. Now, I have the first generation Steam Deck, so I don't have the OLED. I have a 1 terabyte. Yeah, mine's the 1 terabyte, but it's not the OLED, it's the LCD one. So, and I paid like, I think I paid like $5 something for it. And again, like it sucks that I'm not able to play whatever game I want on the Steam Deck. So guess what I have? Now I have a Lenovo Legion Go 2, and I play any game I want on there. I can play all my Steam games. If I download the Xbox app and I bought some games off of there, I can play those if I want to. But I mean, hell, I can even play Battlefield 6 on there, which I have done before, which is interesting. Anyway, I'm sorry, I digress. When it comes to like just hardware coming out and everything, it's to the point where basically you have to buy the system right there and then when it's faulty, when there's some issues and things like that, or you're going to be way behind, or you're not going to be able to buy it because it's going to cost you an arm and a leg, just in order for you to actually, you know, play the system and everything. So they said here that last month we saw reports that the Steam Machine and Steam Frame both skyrocketed in price due to memory costs. And it would be naive not to see this price update for a device that is 2 years old as a sign of what's to come for the next 2 bits of Valve hardware. And it's not just Valve. I believe it's going to be for every single system. So it's going to be for, you know, Xbox with their Project Helix. It's going to be for PS6. If Nintendo ever comes out with another type of handheld or console, it's going to happen there as well. Just because it happens to one, because it happens to one, it's going to happen to another. It's just how it is in the game industry. It's what it is with hardware and video games. It is what it is. If you want to keep yourself hopeful, you could try convincing yourself that Steam Deck is getting this increase so that the potential sales can help offset the hit Valve will take when they sell the Steam Machine and Steam Frame at a loss. It's not an impossible scenario, but it would be difficult to imagine either the Steam Machine or Steam Frame coming in at less than the price of Steam Deck. Now the thing is, because you increase the price of that Steam Deck, right? That's not going to help people buy the Steam Deck in order to buy the Steam Machine. People are just going to wait for the Steam Machine to come out. If it is cheaper than the Steam Deck, people are just going to do that. If the Steam Machine and the Steam Frame are the price of the Steam Deck or even higher, not many, like, your ideal number of consumers are not going to buy it. And then it's going to be even worse for you guys, because then you guys have to eat the cost anyway because you guys produced it, but you're not selling. And then it's going to be like the CEO, like the one of the CEOs from Nintendo who purchased the Wii, or who was there when the Wii came out and the Wii U came out. What did they do? They took a 50% pay cut. I don't think anybody's going to do that. Again, that the reason why I say is because that is a very, very, very rare thing to happen. So I hope that the Steam Deck, or not Steam Deck, but the Steam Machine and everything, they come out as a cheaper price of the Steam Deck, and hopefully people do buy it. But the thing is, we're in a economy, or we're just in a weird state of the economy where wages from jobs and everything are lower, are pretty bad. They're pretty low. On top of that, a lot of layoffs and things like that, where people are struggling just to have basic, household needs, groceries, paying for rent, paying their bills, and things like that. Last thing that would be on their mind is buying, PC hardware, gaming hardware, things like that. So again, it's becoming a rich person hobby. And there's not that many rich people compared to normal people. So it's a big one. So here they said this also, of course, doesn't bode well for the starting price of Steam Deck 2 whenever that arrives. But at least that seems to be far enough out of things could change before Valve is ready to bring it to the market. Sorry. Of course, it's always oh no, sorry. Of course, it's also always possible that things are just far worse than 2. And let's see, anybody say anything? Yeah, people were saying that gaming is effed. Said don't worry, it'll be uneffed after these clowns are done with AI sucking. I hope so, but the problem I have with that, with the whole like, after the AI stuff, is they spent too much money on products, or like on these components, on these products and everything like that. They still have to recover that money. So either way, what they're probably going to have to do is keep the prices increased and try to sell off what they have at that price, and then they can somewhat bring the price down. It's not like after the AI ends that they're going to just drop prices down. No, they're going to try to sell what they have for at least a little more than what the original price was, I guess you would say. Well, let's see what else I got here. Anybody else say anything? Said even Steam Deck has more demand than poop Intel's, I guess you say, DOA CPUs. Sorry. Let's see. Imagine buying that slow junk. Imagine getting mogged by Switch 2. And then they have a comparison there. It said yet faster than Switch 2. Damn. Thanks to AI, gaming's fucked. Yeah. People just want to do that. It's crazy. It is crazy. So, yeah, that's all I got for this video. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think about this whole thing with Steam Deck and actually just in gaming in general with the hardware. Don't you guys think it's kind of odd that game or hardware that gets older by the day, by the minute, is more expensive than when you originally bought it when it was faulty and it had to work out all the bugs? It is crazy. And then eventually there's probably gonna be video games that are gonna do the same exact thing. So that's all I got for this video. If you guys did enjoy the content, make sure to subscribe to the channel, drop a like, and also comment. What else would you guys like me to cover? I saw this because this was blowing up on my Twitter, and I was like, holy crap, I might as well just check this out. And yeah, it's insane. And you know what the shocking thing is? The cheapest console out of like the Steam Deck, I would say the Steam Machine, we don't know yet. But the Steam Deck, PS5, and Xbox, the Xbox Series X is the cheapest, which is insane. It is because the Xbox Series X is $649. Yeah, and a regular Stream Deck, or a Steam Deck, sorry, which is the 512, is $789 now. That is crazy. And then the 1 terabyte that used to be $649, which was the price of a Xbox Series X, is now $949, which is even more, which even costs more than a PS5 Pro, which is insane. Insane. So what would you buy? Sorry. Last comment to answer down below. What would you buy if you were going to choose out of an Xbox Series X, a PS5 Pro, or a Steam Deck, possibly a Steam Machine? What would you buy? And also, what do you guys think prices will be like in a few years when it comes to hardware? Anyway, stop the channel. I'll see you guys later. Have a good one. Peace. Steam. Why does Steam have to do that? Let's see here. There you go. Okay. Ooh, it's good. Man, Summer's Game Fest. Let's see here. You know, I've been seeing a lot of people having a good time playing 007. The new 007 game. I heard that, which is pretty nice. Oh man, Bungie. Okay, so this whole thing with Bungie and Destiny, I'm probably gonna do an offline, like I'll probably do an offline recording of that, like offline video and stuff, because there's just a lot to talk about. There's, I mean, a ton. There's a ton of stuff to talk about, because I didn't even cover anything. I just know there's the date of when stuff happened, on the like the date of yeah, the date of when stuff were happening, when they broke out with the information. Also, there's a petition that happened, things like that as well. So I don't know. I don't know. So anyway, whoops. Let's see here. Dude, is it only Wednesday? Oh, Thursday now. Damn, it's only Thursday? Okay. Anyway. Yeah, it sucks. It's a pain, it sucks, it's terrible, but what can you do? All right. So let's just getting into some Battlefield. Unless there's something interesting that did I have something in my watch later? I might have. Oh, I think I did have something. Hold on. Wait a minute. YouTube doing the thing again. Okay. Okay. This is going to be a very interesting one. So, we got one more. Sorry. Got one more. Got Mr. Legendary drops. I remember I wanted to check this out. This is, so yeah, we have Mr. Legendary drops. I wanted to check this out. This says, this has never happened before. Not sure exactly what this is, but this is a very interesting one. I saw this like a few days ago, and I haven't checked it out, and I wanted to check it out. So here we go. Let's see what he has to say.
Aren't going to believe this. Hell, even I barely believe this. Okay. We have a studio that, nearing the release of their next game, likely to make an announcement on that pretty soon, went out of their way to raise money and dissolve their publishing partnership so that they could release their game anywhere they wanted to without any exclusivity. Oh. Why? Because the players asked for it.
Cool.
That's it. That's as far as their decision making.
Is this Lords of the Fallen, maybe?
Went with this. These guys literally said, oh, that's what the players want? Okay, that's exactly what we'll do. Like, how many times have we seen these developers come out and say that they're for the players, only for these guys to immediately go and do the exact opposite? How many times have we seen a developer bet on us? Never. Doesn't happen. And in this case, what Lords of the Fallen is doing, this has never happened before.
Okay, so it is Lords of the Fallen.
This is an industry first. These guys have taken a...
So, if I recall what happened is Lords of the Fallen, the people that are making Lords of the Fallen 2, they had an exclusivity deal with Epic Games. And so basically they're only able to sell their game on Epic Games. You had to go on the Epic Game stores to purchase the game, and then play it off of their launcher, right? People didn't like that on PC. They said, what do you guys think about this? And they said, oh, hell no. I want to play my games off of Steam. I want to play my games off here and there. So what they did was I guess they bought off Epic Games, and now they're able to sell it on Steam too. Because the thing is, it's not going to pull numbers. It's not going to pull the numbers that they think that it's going to pull. If they're trying to be exclusive to to Epic Games. And the reason why is because everybody's go-to is Steam. It is what it is. And funny thing is, Epic Games is also the same people that tried to, I think they were trying to sue or like try to do a lawsuit on Steam because they're saying that Steam is a monopoly. It's not really a monopoly. It's just like people just floated over there to get all their games. That's all that is. So I thought that was pretty funny.
Complete turnaround. They have taken a leap in the opposite direction of the industry in this case, where they're saying that they are putting the players first, and hell, in this case, they're putting the players before even themselves because they are assuming all of the risk for this. Yeah. There's nobody left to catch them other than us. That's a lot of trust to give. And these guys have just kept at it. This is what they've been doing the entire time. Everything that they've changed with their old game and everything that they're doing with their next game is all of it's been based on player feedback. All of it's been based on talking to the community. And cool. Because of that, these guys have become public enemy number one for the media. This has been absolutely crazy.
And we will back them up. We will back up that game, that company. We will back them up because Marek Deminsky is freaking awesome. Because he went on Twitter and said, "Hey, oh, if you guys didn't know, he is he's like the head of Lords of the Fallen." And he said for Lords of the Fallen 2, what do you guys want to see? You guys want to see? This is all he did. Twitter polls. What would you guys like to see for the character customization? You want body type A and B, male, female, or like body 1 and 2? And then people voted, male, female. So he said, okay, putting that in our game. Hey, what would you guys like to see more? Would you guys want more dialogue? Would you want more action and things like that? And people were like, oh, more action and more like variety of weapons and things. Okay, cool. Check that off. Like literally just asking what the people wanted, and majority votes like, okay, cool. This is what we're making for them because this is what they voted for.
Every single move they make, every request they fill, the media has been out for blood since day one when it comes to these guys.
Yep.
So today what I want to do is I want to talk about how for the first time ever, a studio is buying back its freedom for the players. I want to talk about how third-party exclusivity has become a poison in the games industry, how Lords of the Fallen has been putting players first, and, for everything that these guys do and all the attention that they get, they got to be doing something right.
Yeah.
But before that, a word from today's sponsor, Displate. I love these mana symbol ones. These are so cool. I should build a new deck. No, I shouldn't. Today's video is sponsored by Displate, and they are now celebrating their 13th birthday with a bigger discount than usual. I've been working with Displate a lot over the years, and that's because I genuinely think that they are the easiest way to make a room feel like your own. Their metal posters are built around games, movies, and art that you actually care about, cool. With over 2 million designs available across licensed collections and independent artists. They're also incredibly easy to put up. Every single Displate comes with a magnet mounting kit, so you just stick a magnet to the wall, line the poster in place, and that's it. No drilling, no holes, no wall damage, or anything else. Once the magnet is up, you can just swap the designs whenever you want to. Cool. They also come in matte, gloss, and texture finishes. Textura is the really cool one because that's the one that actually adds a physical texture to it, 3D contours, and it adds different reflective effects that make the artwork really just pop off way more in person. So if you've been meaning to add something else to your setup, use my link in the description. Use code LEGENDARY at checkout, and from May 18th through May 24th, you'll get 31% off for 1 to 2 Displates, 36% off for 3, and 41% off for 4 or more. So go to Displate.com and use my code LEGENDARY at checkout, or check the link in the description. Thank you to Displate for sponsoring today's video.
See, if I was like a rich person and I had if I was a very wealthy person, I would literally just have like an office filled with Displates and like cover every square inch of the walls with Displate. I would just do it.
If you guys have watched me for any length of time, then you guys probably already know exactly where I stand when it comes to exclusivity. I hate it. I think it's one of the weakest forms of competition possible. I think that it is absolutely spineless. It is just allowing these platforms to avoid competing on the quality of their services, of their hardware, of their storefronts, and instead it's opting to gatekeep the audience by holding a bunch of
I mean, when it was let me go back. So, like, when it was the Xbox, when it was the 360 and PS3 era, like, they had their flagship titles. I understand having like their flagship titles, like, Halo and stuff like that, being only on Xbox, and then, like, your God of War and stuff like that, have it only on PlayStation. I completely understand that, because PC, they have their own games. They have Counter-Strike, they have Valorant. Oh, they have their games too. Like, PC does have their own exclusivity games too. Now if they're going to have if it's like time limited later on for other games, then yeah, sure, okay, fine. Do time limited exclusivity where it's like, hey, for this platform they have it for a certain amount of time, things like that. The thing is, it's like, I understand people want to, like, I understand both sides. Like, people want to play the games wherever they want to play, which is true, right? They want to play wherever they want to play, which is good for the consumers, but it's bad for the company. And then the company was like, hey, we need to sell more of our hardware, but people aren't buying our hardware. So we need to have some games that are exclusive to the hardware, so people would have to buy the hardware in order to play the game. And it's like, that's good for the company because they're selling hardware, they're selling the games, they're selling the hardware, but it hurts the consumers because the consumers have to spend hundreds of dollars on a new system in order to play it. So it's like, it's kind of tough there. So, yeah, I mean, it's a rough spot, but I mean, me personally, and people may like it, people may not like it. When it comes to exclusivity, for me, I believe that having your already established your already established flagship titles, like, again, Halo, God of War on the respective platforms, keep those exclusive. But if there's anything else that's like brand new that's coming out that wants to be exclusive to like their certain platforms, make it just a time limited exclusive. Why not? Just do it that way. You still, like, people will get it later on that do not have it. I mean, I did it with Destiny 1 where, people on PS4 got the game. They got the game and all the content and everything like that. And then for Xbox, you had to wait a year in order to get the stuff. Like, we didn't get to see the Hawkmoon, the Four Horsemen, or another exotic until the very end of Destiny 1, almost to Destiny 2. So I'm okay. Like, I've been through this shit, so it's whatever.
Games hostage that they otherwise might want to buy. It is wholly anti-consumer, and I think that it is absolutely toxic for the success of games themselves, as well as the future for the studios that make them. Now, I will submit that first-party exclusivity makes sense. Those are their games, they fund them, they make them, and it makes sense that they would use those games to support their own platforms. Fine. But with third-party studios, them making a game exclusive, it's just not good. It doesn't make any sense. I understand why these guys do it. They need funding. They want visibility. Sometimes it's the only way that these guys are able to exist in the first place, but you are still adding another layer of oversight, and you're also limiting your own potential success.
It's just like, it happened with like Castle Crashers. Castle Crashers was like that as well. When the game first came out, it was on Xbox Arcade. This is during the 360 era. It was on Xbox Live Arcade, and that was the only way you were able to play it. Then later on, they moved it to the Xbox One because for backwards compatibility, and it was remastered. And then I think they put it on PC. I'm not entirely sure, but yeah, I mean, but this was back then when those platforms were good. Sony and Microsoft, they need to step their game up. I will be honest with that. I'm a huge Xbox fan and everything, but I'm gonna say it. They need to step their game up.
And we have seen just how badly that can backfire. PlayStation kneecapped the shit out of Helldivers 2 when that game was setting the world on fire because of PlayStation logins and regional restrictions. Yep. Arrowhead made a game that everybody was in love with, and then Sony created a disaster around it. And that's kind of the problem here. When you're tied to a platform.
And the funny thing is, guess what? They have a cape that reminds people of it. Why? Because I wear that cape. It is my favorite cape. It is. If you guys do not know, it's a cape of their review bomb that happened. Was it last year? No, 2 years ago. 2 years ago, they had an issue where they tried to incorporate PSN accounts required to play. Then they region locked it. They region restricted. Sorry, region restricted. A third, like I think it was a third or 2/3 of the world from the game, because they lived in countries that are not PSN PSN supported countries. Let's put it that way. So that happened. And these are people that were playing the game on Steam, like myself. I was playing on Steam. I wasn't affected, but people that had the game on Steam and stuff like that that had to require a PSN, they were affected. So what happened there? A lot of people review bombed it. People were pissed off at Arrowhead. Arrowhead even came out with a statement. Even the CEO came out with a statement. They said, "This is not us. This is the call from the publisher. We didn't want this. We didn't expect this to happen, and it happened." So basically, they're a lesson learned, right? Do not, if you put out a game and everything, do not go to a big publisher like Epic Games. Do not go to a big publisher like Sony or Xbox or, I don't know, Nintendo or something like that. Do not do that. Just publish the game yourself. And the thing is, because the thing is, all you're gonna do is go up, no matter what. All you're gonna do is go up. If you sell, like, you sell the game for $20 or $40, let's just say $20. You sell the game for $20. You're going to increase that price, no matter what. Like that price, or not increase the price, but your profits are going to go up. You're in the negatives because you spent, you made the game and you spent $100 putting it on Steam. 5 people buy that game. The game is priced at $20. 5 people buy that game to play it. They have a great time. Boom! You just recouped your cost. Now you're even. And then people probably hear about it. People are streaming it. You get more money off of that. Now you're in profits. Now you're raising more money. You're just building money off of that. And then you just put that more back. And the thing is, you just reinvest that back into the game. If you're a good developer, reinvest it back in the game. Say like, oh, so we're gonna be using this to probably bring some more people onto the game and everything like that, and do updates. Just try to get updates out faster and everything. Try to do updates, get more guns out, get more levels out there, get more new enemies out there, different tasks, things like that, depending on whatever your game is, right? So yeah, I would, if I were to do an indie game, I would just publish it myself.
Platform like that, their decisions become your reputation, even if you're not the one that's actually making them. But even when things aren't as dramatic as that, exclusivity is still putting a ceiling over your game. Only so many people are going to be able to access it, and only so many people are going to be willing to go the extra mile that you are now forcing upon them, whether that means buying a new piece of hardware or using a storefront that they don't want to use. And I think that has helped to create this weird codependent relationship where these studios make exclusives because they need the money, and then the game goes out and it struggles to reach as many players as it could have, and suddenly they're even more dependent on those same platforms the next time around because they're still in the hole.
Yeah, and that's also a big thing also, especially with PC. Like when you hear exclusivity, a lot of people think of like consoles. People are thinking of PlayStation. People are thinking of Nintendo. People are thinking of Xbox, right? But people also don't think about PC. And the worst part is with PC, you have you have like companies within PC that have exclusivity. You have Steam. You have the Ubisoft Store or Ubisoft Plus or Ubisoft Connect. I'm sorry, Ubisoft Connect, Steam. You have Epic Games. What was it? GOG. You have them. Just Origin or EA, the EA app. You have that as well. So you have five launchers in storefronts that have exclusivity, that can do exclusivity. And a lot of people just want to have one common thing. And that's the thing why a lot of people, when it comes to consoles, we're just like, oh, we don't have to worry about it because we're just under one brand. We're under Microsoft or we're under Sony. So we don't have to worry about another launcher or another company that has a launcher to play our said game. So PC does have it bad. I will say that. The thing is, you just have to download that launcher, which again, I understand people will be pissed off. It's like, I shouldn't have to download this launcher in order to play said game. Just like with Minecraft, I think Bedrock. I'm not sure if Java has it, but I know Bedrock has it. if you were to somehow download Minecraft for the Bedrock, you would have to make a Microsoft account in order for you to play said game. Yeah. So yeah, it's just all around crazy.
I think the best two possible examples I could give are Square Enix and Remedy. Final Fantasy has spent years tied to PlayStation, and I think that has absolutely helped to drag that series further out of the wider conversation of video games, with both Final Fantasy 16 and Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth just failing to meet expectations. And with Remedy and
Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth, it was weird because they changed their whole mechanic. It's not turn-based or anything. They changed their whole mechanic, so it's not like the original Final Fantasy 7, and that kind of shot a lot of people away. Just saying.
Alan Wake, well, that was locked to the Epic Game Store, and that game just didn't sell. It was a game that took them to the end of 2024 to finally start generating royalties for the studio, because Epic still had to recoup their costs from it first. These are not bad games, and I think that's what makes it so frustrating. They are games that should have had every single possible chance to be able to find players, but instead, they launched outside of the reach of players because these platforms were putting themselves first. So those games come out and they underperform, or at least they fall short of what they should have been. That studio now needs more money. The platform holder is still there with the check because they still want players to be baited in by some of these games.
True.
And the next exclusive deal starts looking a little bit more necessary than the last one, and it just keeps happening. And it's such a bad cycle, and it's not good for these studios. It's not what the players are wanting, and it looks like Lords of the Fallen is going to be one of the first ones to break this cycle by putting the players first. Just a few days ago, Lords of the Fallen CEO Marek Tymiński wrote on Twitter, independent developer CI Games today announced that it has signed a separation agreement with Epic Games Publishing. As a result, CI Games has regained full open distribution rights for the PC version of Lords of the Fallen 2, moving away from the PC exclusive publishing arrangement signed in June of 2024. Lords of the Fallen 2 remains scheduled to launch later this year on PC via Epic Games Store and other PC storefronts, as well as PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and S. CI Games will self-publish the title across all platforms, while Plaion continues to be the global physical distribution partner.
So getting physical
this has never happened before, at least not like this. An independent studio distribution.
There's more. Okay, so self-publish. Okay, while Plaion as physical distribution partner, CI Games will continue to utilize Epic's technologies, including Unreal Engine 5 and Epic Online Services, EOS. Okay. Powering cross-platform play, matchmaking, friendless, and seamless shared progression co-op. Oh, okay. So I should play Lords of the Fallen 1, just in case. I should play Lords of the Fallen 1. And then if I really enjoy Lords of the Fallen 1, then get Lords of the Fallen 2. Because that's co-op? That is interesting.
Partner. This has never happened before, at least not like this. An independent studio raising money, turning around and dissolving their publishing agreement just so they can get out of what would have been permanent exclusivity. Honestly, man, this is just crazy, especially for how much money was likely invested into these guys. And all of this was done based on player feedback. It's what their players wanted. And I mean this with sincerity. Regardless of how good Lords of the Fallen 2 ends up, if this game had stayed locked to Epic, it was going to fail. PC players have chosen Steam. That fight is over. Epic cannot pull them away, even when they're giving away free games. I mean, look at their numbers. Over the past 5 years, they've more than doubled their user count, but they've only increased third-party revenue by 1.6%. People log in, they take a free game, and then they leave. Hell, in most cases, they go buy that exact same game on Steam later because that's where they actually want to play it. If we then add to this Newzoo finding out that PC is set to outgrow all revenue of all consoles.
And I know a lot of people are going to say, oh, why don't you just use the, why don't you just like activate the non-Steam product? Because even if you activate the non-Steam product on your Steam, that means you have to open up Epic Games Launcher in order to play your game. So that means you have 2 launchers to play your game, which is crazy. How I know this is because Battlefield 2042 did it, and they still do it. Where if you bought it off of Steam, because I have it off of Steam, originally off of Steam. If you buy it off of Steam, guess what? The game is going to launch on the EA app. It's going to launch on the EA app, or it's going to open up the EA app automatically and then launch the game from there for you to play. It sucks.
By 2028, Capcom saying that 55% of their players are on PC, and so many major platform releases finding most of their success on PC. This is not some niche side of the market anymore. This is where the players are. This is where the money's at. And the overwhelming majority of these players are on Steam. If you're not putting that game in front of those players, you are choosing to fail. CI Games knew that. They could see that. It's impossible not to see it at this point. But they also saw the players telling them, and the developers listened to it. And they've seen that stuff ever since this game was revealed. And these guys actually went out and they acted on it. All I have to say is that these guys aren't bullshitting. They are player first, even when that means taking the risk onto themselves. And don't get it twisted. Lords of the Fallen 2 is absolutely going to find more players because of this. But CI Games has basically handed back the safety net that exclusivity deal gave them. They chose to self-publish this game, and now the only thing that's left to catch these guys is the players. This is a wild leap of faith. It is something that very few studios in this industry try anymore. Most AA or even independent studios still have some kind of major backing from publishing or marketing partnerships with some of these other major publishers. But these guys are going in raw because they believe in the game, and they believe that the audience that they have built around them is going to be there for them when this game goes out. It's really easy to call yourself player first when you don't have anything on the line. It's a completely different story when you're willing to risk it all, when you're willing to give up your own security because your players are telling you that they want to play the game somewhere else.
They literally are saying, dude, just trust us. We will, if you come to our terms, which is the player base, you come to the player base terms, your game will be well taken care of. People will buy your game. People will stream your game, and they will highly praise it off of just raw feedback, raw expressions. They will be happy. They will talk about it. They'll highly praise it. You just gotta believe into it. And since they believe, they take pride in their game and they believe in the game, they're like, all right, we're putting it into your guys' hands. There you go.
And I was one of them. I've had many conversations with their CEO, and while they were fully aware of what the players were asking for, what the players wanted, and what's been going on in the games industry, I did everything I possibly could to try to push things in this direction. I tried to share any relevant data that I could, any market trends, say anything I possibly could, because I wanted to help these guys. I really did. Now, there's a fire truck coming by right now. But
I thought that was me. Holy crap.
I really felt like these guys are genuine. I think that they want to put the players first, and that's why I wanted to help them, and they were appreciative in me doing so. And while I can talk their ear off, these are the guys that took action. They're the ones that did this. They're the ones that actually put players first, and that matters a hell of a lot more than anything that I can say. I'll tell you that. You know, I'd seen a viewer of mine in a comment section that was talking about how this is not a player-first move. They're just doing this for money, but it's just for profit.
Oh.
Brother, have you been watching the videos? I try to approach all of this from both the perspective of not only a businessman, but also a customer, and try to make these developers or some of these studios realize that those two things are not mutually exclusive. Making the players happy, doing things for the players, and making more money is supposed to happen at the exact same time. If you make the thing that people are asking for and you deliver it where they want it, they're going to show up for it. That's the whole point. These guys are taking a massive risk. I'm not going to deny that. But if this game delivers, it's going to be a massive success for them. And it doesn't have to blow the doors off. It just has to be more successful than the last game they made. And I don't really think that's going to be that hard for these guys, especially with it being on multiple platforms and also with the reputation that they've given themselves. But that reputation has come with a cost, because if this game succeeds, it's going to piss off a lot of journalists. These guys are going to be so mad.
It's going to what they're going to do is going to piss off a lot of journalists. Journalists are going to downplay it. It's going to be the next Wukong. It's going to be the next Expedition 33, where players, the community, everybody, they love it. It is the popular game, but the industry, mainstream media, they're going to be the ones that are going to say, oh, it's actually crap, it's terrible. And then more people are going to get laid off from their companies because people don't want to read their articles. They're not making enough money, things like that. Usually the typical stuff.
Mad because they've had it out for these guys since the very beginning. While Lords of the Fallen has definitely been celebrated by its players for everything that they've done, for everything they did with their old game and now what they're doing with their new game, every step of the way, the media has been hounding these guys. And if this game finds success, the media is not going to be happy. Now, I think a critical piece of context here as to why Lords of the Fallen and CI Games have become somewhat of an enemy to some of the media and also a dark horse in this industry is because, well, these guys were failures. They've tried to make this franchise work twice. They stumbled both times, and they really only started to find real success when they stopped keeping the audience at arm's length and they started wading into some conversations that most developers would probably never touch. The original Lords of the Fallen that released in 2014 was just not a good game. And then almost a decade later, CI Games tried it again with a completely different game under the exact same name, and that one stumbled too. It was far more ambitious. I think it had a lot more going for it, but it launched rough, and the players made it very, very clear. And I think that failure changed them. They were forged through fire in a lot of cases because they didn't just patch that game with the obvious stuff and just move on from it. They stuck with it. And for the next 2 years, these guys just kept taking in feedback, kept talking to the players, and kept pushing updates. They fixed issues that most studios would have probably ignored in most cases. They gave the co-op a huge uplift. They eventually pushed this game to its 2.0 release, where the entire conversation around this game started to change. They even made it where you could play with your friends for free, just like Split Fiction, and it worked. After 3 years, the game had finally reached profitability, selling 2.5 million copies and still counting.
So if you guys do not know what he means by the co-op, oh, so there was co-op in the first one. Okay. Basically, whoever owned, so like you can invite your friends to play Lords of the Fallen and they can try and play it. What the special thing it is, the special thing about that is whoever owns the game, like say for instance, I own the game and I invite like, you know, some of you guys, right? You guys don't own the game. I can invite you guys into my game. You guys can make a character and everything and play the game off of me just owning it. And we could play through the whole campaign and stuff like that. Now, the thing is, if I am offline and say you want to level your character up and I'm offline, that you guys can't do it unless you buy the game yourself. So it's kind of like owning it's almost like owning a server kind of thing, which is a pretty cool idea. I wish that more companies did this, especially with co-op based games. Like hell, I mean, if Helldivers even did it, that'd be kind of cool too. You kind of get more people. Like Helldivers is doing pretty well, but I was like, but ideally, it could be either at the same level or it could be somewhat better if they added that in there too. Because again, people will just have a hard time purchasing games. Games are expensive.
That's really where this player-first mentality came from. On the second attempt, they finally started just listening to the players, and the players were the ones that saved them. After that, I think they just started looking at feedback in an entirely different light. They saw this divide that was growing between the media and the industry and the audience, and they were starting to wonder who was actually right in this discussion. Is it the players? Is it the media? Is any of this actually real? And, you know, I take the time to call out what I view as media bias on this channel. I talk about games that I don't think get treated fairly, and I try to contrast the expectations of the audience with the expectations of critics. But for all of the games that I have covered on this channel, I do not think there is a single one that is more controversial to the media than Lords of the Fallen. CI Games has been under barrage since the minute that they changed their core values to players first. And I know a lot of that is coming down to Marek Tominski himself, the CEO of the company. And look, I do think that the guy can get lost in the sauce of the culture war discourse sometimes. Even I have told him that it might be worth easing off the gas a little bit and just letting the game speak for itself and, you know, kind of giving players something to look forward to. But at the end of the day, these guys are just talking to an audience that most of this industry would rather ignore. They're asking questions that most developers won't ask out loud. They're polling their players directly on Twitter, and they are changing.
So this is what I was talking about earlier about the polling and stuff. Asked about all this stuff, and then yeah, pretty much just asked everything about asked just the community everything. 21,000, almost 22,000 votes. For all this stuff, and then they put it into the game. So they said which this one, which of the following do you trust the most for gaming news and info? Traditional media, nope. Influencers, nope. Friends and communities, pretty close, and then none of the above. They're just like, a lot of them are like, I just want to see the game for myself. That's pretty much what it is.
Changing their games based on those answers. I think the media outrage had really started with their investor call last year when they were asked about DEI in gaming, and CI Games had basically said that they had watched a lot of high-profile releases underperform after leaning too hard into social.
Let's see. While some video games have recently taken the opportunity to embed social or political agendas within their experiences, it is clear that many players do not appreciate this, and as a result, we have seen a number of high-profile releases underperforming commercially during the last year alone. Hill said. Our games will always be developed to maximize player enjoyment and commercial success. And as such, we will not be integrating any social or political agencies into these experiences going forward, having observed the high risk this can present. Yes. And that is what a lot of people need to learn, because a lot of people that want to have a lot of these studios that are doing these political and social agendas, they think it's what everybody wants. It's not what everybody wants. It's only what one or two people actually want, and it ruins the game, because they realize when the game comes out, their numbers don't meet their expectations. It's far below the expectations. So that's what it is.
Or political messaging, and their priority going forward was going to be enjoyment and commercial success. Something that is not all that controversial, at least in my eyes, but apparently it was to the media, because these guys descended upon these dudes immediately with headlines like DEI boogeyman and anti-DEI marketing. But I think PC Gamer's response kind of gave the game away here, because these guys are pointing out how thousands of games fail every single year, and that's totally not the reason that a game like Concord failed. As
let's see, Hill didn't explain. Didn't mean to pop off like that. Sorry, but it says that Hill didn't explain how exactly he or CI Games defined DEI. Didn't earn it. Let's see here. He said, which has become a shorthand slang for things I don't like among some parts of video game fandom. Nor did he offer any examples of games that failed due to their social or political agendas. Concord, Dustborn are commonly held as examples of such. But the reality is that they are two of literally thousands of games, 19,000 new games on Steam alone in 2024 that failed to find an audience over the past year. And in the case of Concord in particular, it arguably just wasn't a great game. We gave it a 45% in our review, and not because we didn't think the cast was white enough. It's not even that. It's just what was it with Concord? Like Dustborn, they were really pushing it. And overall, what a lot of people just want in video games alone, like we were fine. We were just fine with video games. Everybody that's a gamer and everything, we were fine with video games because it was a sense of escapism. When we get off of work, we're just like tired. We're like, hey, we just want to get off, kick our shoes off, sit on the couch or in a chair or whatever. Turn on the TV, turn on your monitor or whatever, and play Halo, shoot some aliens, or play Call of Duty Zombies, shoot some zombies, or defeat another boss in Elden Ring or something like that. Like that's all we want to do. That's literally all we want to do. We just want to have a sense of escapism. We don't want to be in the world that we are in now as reality, and we just want to go into our imaginary world and do what we want to do. That's why a lot of people enjoy these games. A lot of people, especially if you guys have seen YouTube videos of people playing like Hell Let Loose, people playing Squad, people are playing Helldivers, and they get really into it. Like they're like really into the shit, which I love. They're like fully immersed in the escapism, and I love it. When you start putting political ideologies, when you start doing social agendas from reality and putting it into the game and forcing people to look at like, hey, you need to look at this. You're already dealing with it outside, and now you have to deal with it in your entertainment, in your games. It pisses a lot of people off, and that's why a lot of content creators, YouTubers, streamers, just gamers in general, are making their channels and everything and talking about the game industry and video games, is because you are ruining their escapism. You're ruining it. That's why people are pissed off. That's why I started covering stuff with video games, because I'm like, first of all, I wanted to see how the game industry is doing at first, but then afterwards it was like, okay, another game is coming out. It doesn't look like it's going to do well. I could be wrong, and that's why I always tell people, I could be wrong, but I'm like, the game probably isn't going to do well because they're trying to force this upon people, and people didn't ask for it. And that's the big problem right now when it comes to video games. There's a lot of stuff that's being thrown into video games that people didn't ask for. I got to be honest. Hey, if you love Marathon, do you play Marathon? Keep having fun. My question is, when Bungie came out and they said we're making an extraction shooter game called Marathon, not even just Marathon. Let's just like we're coming out with an extraction shooter game. I don't think anybody even I cannot recall anybody saying that they wanted that. A lot of people were like, huh, interesting. That's weird. And then the whole thing with, Destiny and stuff, and then they're like, all right, we're going forward with Marathon. It really rubbed people the wrong way. So, just saying. I'm just saying. It is pretty weird.
As if everybody is claiming that every single game has flopped for the exact same reason. Nobody is saying that social messaging is the only reason a game can fail. They are saying that it's just another way to be able to alienate players, and they don't think it's worth including. And that's really just a conversation that not a lot of people want to have honestly anymore. CI Games kept having that conversation, and that's what made these guys a target. Now, not long ago, Lords of the Fallen revealed concept art for female armors for their upcoming game, something that was based on community feedback. Players,
if you guys remember this, background NPC was able to talk to some of the developers and the artists with Lords of the Fallen about female characters, female armor sets, and things like that. Kotaku had a fucking meltdown about this because a female gamer that actually plays the game was like, we want to have some clothing that's feminine. We want to have an armor set that's feminine, that would define like a female character that would look cool. And they lost their shit.
Had asked for more attractive female characters in RPGs, and well, they did this all in collaboration with a friend of the channel, the background NPC. She got to give feedback on the design, she watched the artist change these things in real time, and then she shared her experience in a sponsored video, and within a couple of hours, media outlets were already crashing out. Each article was seething more than the last, and almost none of them made any real arguments against the designs themselves. Most of it was just ad hominem more than anything else. If anything, most of the criticism was about the art style, which, okay, this is concept art, not final in-game characters, so I don't know what you guys are complaining about. Outside of that, they just kind of floated baseless assumptions about the characters looking AI generated, or they just flat out dismissed the background NPC's involvement because it was a sponsored video and she was paid, as if that somehow explains her positive spin. These guys didn't even take the 5 seconds to do the most basic research and realize that she effectively launched this channel off of making videos where she was criticizing how women are designed and portrayed in video games. This stuff is just embarrassing to me.
That's why that made me subscribe to her channel, and I liked her channel and everything, is because, not talking aggressive or anything like that, she's not speaking aggressive or anything. She's just giving her thoughts about the game industry and how there's not much female representation in the games, and she's not doing it in a way of like an activism way. She's just like, we don't have feminine characters in a video game anymore. Like, if you have a female character, they have to have like man-like features, which is very weird. She's like, I want to go back to like Lara Croft in the old school Tomb Raider days. I want to have Joanna Dark from Perfect Dark, things like that, like where it's a female character, and that's it. I don't see a problem with that. I don't. That's like if somehow we don't have manly men anymore. Well, there's some games that are doing that, but like we don't have manly men anymore, and I don't know. Joe Schmo is like, hey, I would like to just see you like. I want to go back to like being a big brawlic dude that was able to dual wield freaking war axes or a giant pike or like, I don't know, dual wield katanas or something like that. Like that. And they don't need to be big brawlic too. They could be like, slim. They could be slim and like be like well defined, and they can be like carrying in dual katanas or something like that, or like, be a ninja and have like dual karambits, and you can just, things like that. Which again, I don't mind that, but these media outlets, they're just like, they're like zombified. It's so weird.
You had Jade King of The Gamer, who argued that hot characters in games don't actually matter, that scantily clad women don't actually help to sell games, and that's totally wrong. And
yeah, and how did Concord, how did Dustborn, how did a lot of these games work out for them? Mind you, these are the same media outlets that complain that games are too hard, and they want video games, or they want studios to make video games where you can skip player bosses, or that you can skip bosses, or you can where you could just not do anything. And hell, that's why Mixtape did so well. They got a 10 out of 10 because guess what? You didn't have to do anything. You literally, the game just plays. You just open up the game and the game plays for itself. That's why they love that game. It's a joke. It is such a joke.
These are just complaints that are coming from a very small but loud corner of the internet, while also using Baldur's Gate 3 as proof of diverse and inclusive success. Yes, Baldur's Gate 3, famously known for its complete lack of conventionally attractive characters. What are we talking about? Actually, after looking at the armor sets, I just don't see the moral panic here. Most of these designs are tamer than what you would see in Marvel Rivals, and that game's rated T for teen. None of this outrage made any sense, which is why I think that this outrage was never even about the designs. I think it was about the people involved. They don't like CI games. They don't like the audience that CI games is willing to engage with, and they saw the background NPC as a woman, as a small creator, and someone that they could probably put some pressure on without getting much pushback.
They think they could break her and stuff, because they would say if it was a man, they would be like, oh, it's super sexist and this and that, blah blah blah. But the fact that it is a female YouTuber, and it's a female that is giving feedback. Not only that, it's a female YouTuber, content creator that's providing feedback and everything. They really can't say anything. It's just like if somebody were to make a game and the media was talking about DEI and stuff like that, but then the people that were providing feedback for the game to change it were Hispanic, Black, Asian, just everybody, like everybody under the sun gave their feedback and they said we don't want DEI in it. The media, they can't say anything. They can't be like, oh well, the game doesn't have DEI in it, and it's going to be an all white thing. It's like, no, because you just literally have a person that's Asian, Black. You have people. They have some people that are Asian, some are Black, some are Hispanic. That all said the same thing. They don't want DEI BS in their game. They just want a good, solid game that has great quality content to play. That's it.
More than anything, I think that they think that Lords of the Fallen 2 is an easy I told you so. This smaller franchise with a messy history and a sequel that they likely thought was doomed because of Epic exclusivity and a studio that was already saying things that they hated. So they took their shot early because they were trying to make an example out of them. And I think that's what all of this comes down to. These outlets have no problem celebrating representation and inclusivity when it comes to audiences that they approve of. When they have games that are reflecting certain values or identities or politics, and nobody is questioning whether or not any of.
And speaking of inclusivity, don't you think this is kind of funny though? Right? Sorry, I didn't mean to hit the mic. But do you guys think this is kind of funny for inclusivity? They argue about having inclusivity in video games, but then they have a female. They have a female YouTuber giving feedback in a predominantly male dominated genre or game and giving feedback about that. Like, that's inclusivity right there. So when they argue about that, their argument just collapses on itself. It's crazy.
Of that is sincere, or it's pandering, or it's just another way to sell a product, or whether or not people even want that, or it even serves the games to begin with. But when a studio openly serves a different audience, that tone changes immediately. Now it's desperation. Now it's embarrassing. Now everybody is acting like fantasy armor for women in a video game is some moral emergency that they all need to panic over. This is why CI Games has made themselves a target. They have been pretty blunt about what kind of game they are making and what kind of audience they want to serve. Players who want fantasy to look like fantasy, players that don't want a character to look like it was designed and filtered through HR, players that don't want to feel like they're being lectured when they sit down to play a game. And whether or not you like those people, whether or not you like that audience or these developers, they exist. These guys are buying games. These guys have their own preferences. Yep. CI Games is not excluding anybody by making a game that is outside of that conversation. Anyone can buy it. Anybody can still play it. But to certain outlets, refusing to participate is treated like an act of hostility. Not adding messaging is now the messaging. And that is exactly why the studio is just constantly being dragged into controversy for doing something that honestly I think should be painfully normal. Just asking players what they want and then making what they asked for.
What's going on, Jared?
I just think it's a really weird position to take, saying that none of this stuff is necessary in games. It's not needed for games, when Lords of the Fallen has a proven track record of talking to their audience, polling their audience, engaging with them directly, constantly. You're seeing like Ryan Hill and a couple of other people that are over there just constantly talking to people on Twitter and on Discord or wherever else. Like, these guys have receipts.
Yeah, it's called getting... For those that do not know, it's called getting... This is how you get your data to make a pretty successful game. Like, this is where you... This is how you get it. You ask people what would they like to see in a game, what kind of game would they like, what would they like to see in a game, what type of features they would like. If this was in the game or this was in a game, what would they choose first? You know, if you were to make a combative game, would you want blades or would you want guns? Would you want a mixture of both? What would you favor more? It's simple stuff. It is simple, it's simple research, just put it that way. And then you're like, okay, this is the information that we got. This is what a lot of people were wondering. This is what a lot of people were happy about. Let's go ahead and let's put this into the game. And then they put it in the game. That's it. That's literally what they do. What the media is doing is people are getting pissed off, or the media is getting mad because what CIA Games is doing is just using common sense, which is shocking, and it's insane that that's how rare common sense is now. It's just sheer common sense. Hey, why are you making a game like this? Because everybody wants it this way. We're not going by what people think they want. We already asked them, and this is what they want. Here's the polls. 21,000 people said this. That's already a good sale for the game right there.
They have paper showing you they're talking to their audience. That's where this is coming from. They have an audience. That's who they're serving. It's as simple as that. It's a transaction. It's not that much more complicated than that, I promise you. And what is with that?
And that's why it's so good for video games and studios to have transparency with their audience. Obviously, you can't, like, while you're making the game, you can't tell them exactly what's in the game and everything, but you can tell them at least, hey, we're in the process of X, Y, and Z. And that's why I liked with Mark Rubin when he did with X Defiant was, as the game was being developed and everything, we're doing insider sessions and things of that nature. Going through the beta, he announced like what was going on with the beta and everything, and then people were able to play it. And then for submission process, he would inform everybody, say, hey, this is what's going on with the submission process. Oh, we had an issue with this with the netcode, so we're going to go adjust the netcode and everything, try to get that fixed, and then we're going to resubmit it again. All right, this is 3 months later in submission process. We passed this, but this is also being checked, so stay tuned. And then later on, boom, we got a trailer saying that the game is going to be releasing in a few weeks.
This constant need to deny reality. That's the part that bothers me the most. You can't tell people that there's no elephant in the room when they can see it. Come on, man.
The writing's on the wall, but they refuse to look at it.
You can't be mad at Lords of the Fallen for calling some of this stuff out and saying that they're going in the opposite direction when it is a very observable pattern that people have seen in a lot of games, especially in AAA games, and people have been calling it out. Instead, what you should do is just own it. Say, I want every female character or every character in games to look like Gumby because that makes the space feel safer. That's what I'm more comfortable with. And it pushes whatever my worldview is. Cool. Good for you. That doesn't necessarily mean that I have to support it. That doesn't necessarily mean that I have to buy it. And that it also doesn't mean that I'm not going to criticize it because it's not something that I want. So I'm still going to try to push that conversation because there are things that I want. Yeah. I like attractive women in video games. Make a martyr out of me. Like, it's so stupid. You know, I've largely fallen off the train of no social messaging in video games. And it's mostly just because, like, people are allowed to do whatever they want. Make whatever game that you want. That used to be the kind of message that we had in the games industry, and then it kind of changed because of how divisive things have become. But it's like, do whatever you want, make whatever you want. It just doesn't necessarily mean that it's not going to be criticized, and it also doesn't mean that it's going to be commercially viable.
Yeah, that was also the big thing. A lot of people were talking about that. It was fine, like, because everybody has criticized, gave feedback about every single game known to man that came out, that comes out. Everybody does it. Now the issue is when these studios or developers, they come back and their ego is so hurt that they have to respond online saying that they're being attacked, and then they put whoever's post up there talking about what they said about the game, or their personal take about the game. They take that as a personal attack. I understand, yes, it's a game you worked on, you put your all into, your pride and joy into, but people just didn't like it. It's just how it is. When Halo came out, people were like, what the fuck is this? But did you see people at Bungie attack people saying like, oh, they didn't like our game, they didn't understand it, you know? They were like, okay, you may not like it, but this person likes it. Okay. And then the game became a hit. And then guess what? Then they're like, all right, let's freaking knock the walls down with, let's bust the walls down with Halo 2. Let's add in, what was it? Let's add in dual wielding. Let's add in the energy sword now. Let's add in the, let's add in no, co-op was already there. Let's add in Xbox Live, all that stuff. Let's add in ranked mode. Like, bruh, they were killing it. So again, like, make whatever, yeah, like you were saying, make whatever game you want to make, but just say this: if you're gonna, like, your game is going to get criticized. Once you put it out to the public, it's up for grabs to be criticized, good or bad. It's just how it is. That's what happens. It's like if you put a piece of art up on Twitter, guess what? It's going to get criticized until you lock the comments. And then either way, it's still going to get criticized. Actually, no, regardless, it's still going to get criticized, because guess what? People are going to quote tweet and be like, oh, look at this person. They didn't like what people were saying. So guess what they did? They locked their comments. You don't do that. You don't want to do that. You really don't. All right, let's finish this up.
That's a choice that you have to make. And I think that choice kind of goes in either direction. And I think that one direction, at least right now, seems like it's going to be a little bit more profitable. And it looks like the direction that Lords of the Fallen is chasing right now. But all I can say is that, you know, given all of this, just given everything that these guys have done, they really are putting the players first. They're genuinely listening to people in a way that I think we rarely see in the games industry anymore. I think that there's different kinds of talent in the games industry. You have some people that are just naturally gifted and they just know what players want. They probably because they want it themselves in some cases. And it just so happens that perfectly lines up with exactly what people are looking for in a moment. And then you have people that just don't necessarily have that talent. And there's nothing wrong with that. It doesn't mean you're not talented. It just means that you have to go out there and find out what people want. And that's what these guys have been doing. Whether that's fixing their last game, whether that's the changes that they're making with this game, whether that's them getting rid of exclusivity, these guys are actively listening, and they are taking some really big swings and some really big risks in trying to connect with the audience the best that they can. And I think it's one of the coolest things that I've seen. That's it. That's all I got. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys did enjoy the video, like the video, subscribe to the channel, share the video, comment down below. Follow me on Twitch, follow me on Twitter, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. I'm going on a trip. I'm going to see family after this. So stay cool, stay righteous, stay safe. Catch you in the next one. Peace.
Family. Oh, that one really got him. That one really got him. Wow. All right, let me go ahead and let's go ahead and link this in the chat. All right, where you at, Rumble, where you at? I'm gonna put you in there too. Boom, bam, there you go. All right, make sure to go check out Legendary Drops. Okay, dude's awesome. Covers a lot of great games. Gives a lot of insight, a lot of great information about it. So be sure to check him out. Okay. All right. And also, sorry, here on the channel, if you guys did like the content, if you guys did like voicing your opinions and everything, I try to read everybody's comments whenever they come in. You know, if you guys do enjoy the content here, make sure to subscribe to this channel and drop a like. And also, in the comments down below, if there's any articles or any topics that you guys would want me to cover, to look at, react to, let me know. And yeah, I will check it out. So that's off the channel. See you guys later. Have a good one. Peace. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and let's get everything ready for Battlefield. I'm gonna do hour and a half. Eek. I need to change my titles and stuff, or not titles. I need to change my games and stuff when I do that. I go way more than I'm supposed to, and I'm like, ugh, that's not good. Uh, Oops. Get that money. There you go. Oh, hold on. Chat. I'll be right back. Let me go use the restroom, and we will get into Battlefield. Hold on. Right up. And make sure my settings for my character is good. I want to try some. I want to go back to trying some. I'm not gonna be using prone a lot, so stick forward sprint. I'm gonna do this. Stick forward sprint time. I'm just gonna have that sprint click. What else do I have? This movement zoom say scope. Yep, have that. I think that's it. I think I could be wrong. Yeah. Okay. That infantry. Let's see here. I have right. I have where to go. 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 Aim sense. Yeah. Just keep that regular. All these. Keep these the same. What else did I do? Aim assist at 0. Okay. I think we're good. Okay. Let me go use the restroom. I'll be right back. We'll do this. Boom. All right, I'm here. All right, let's. All right, all right, all right. Okay. Okay. Woo. All right. Play. Whoop. Breakthrough. Always getting gold mid. Bam, bam. I do that shit like do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. Oh. What if I? Do that shit like. Ugh. behind us. Oh, that was my bad. I my brain shut off. Hey, Sinful, what's up? Just started Battlefield. Trying this sprint, like auto sprint. Trying to auto sprint, leveling up, trying to level up the EMR or EBR. Still doing 0 aim assist. So, how's it going? Not too good. But we're trying. We're trying. I haven't played in a few days, so it's been pretty rough. Oh no, now they're mortaring? Come on now. Let's go. Oh, that's a... There's somebody on it. Oh, it's a car. Shit. Ah. Maybe if I... Hold on. Let's give this a whirl, give it a try. It does look like you pull out the look like you pull out the, what do you call it, fast enough. That's not good.
There's my supplies here.
Oh! I don't have an RPG. I should change these to smoke grenades. Yeah. Shit, I didn't put down some.
Grab what you can.
Oh, I missed those few shots. Oh, son of a, dang it. Oh, now we got people quitting. Rate of fire is slow on this rifle, ain't it? I know, but I have to do it. I got to do it. I have to do it. I'm going from worst to best. The next one is the season 2 one. Oh no, that's not good. Hey, do you guys think? Do you think that this game will? Yeah. Do you think? Do you think dice? Oh. Ah, damn it. Yeah. Do you think EA will? Thank you. Ah.
Extra med supplies here.
You don't have an RPG. Yeah, do you think EA will actually do a, like, we have a remember, what was it? We have a remember flashlight behavior. Will they ever do a remember, like, zeroing behavior? Because I don't like when I die, or if I don't like when I die and I respawn, or when I die and get revived. I have to keep resetting my DMR back to 200. I always have to keep doing that. I don't like it. I don't like it. I'll be lurking, dude. You gotta work. Appreciate it, man. I really don't like it. I know what thing I think about you. The game is up, the truth is out there. And take it back. Ain't no stopping a good thing. Again? I don't want to play this map again. Bam, bam, bam. Dun, dun. Hey. Bum, bum, bam, bam, bam. Wah, wah, ba, da, da, da. Oh, jeez. All right, hold on. Let's assess the situation here. So we gotta be okay. So there's people at B, the people at C. Looks like they're trying to take Echo. Okay. Wait. Oh. It's all bot filled lobby. No. Oh, no bots. No bots. There's why, because you don't get. Oh my goodness! Now I'm back at it again. I don't want to have bots in it because of the. You don't get enough XP. You don't. Which sucks. You think you're better off? All right, gotta remove escalation. Or at least remove Iberian offensive. Wow. Because I removed battery. It's taking this long. Why is there so many breakthroughs on New Sobek? Why? 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 Off to the summer.
Grab what you can. Let's go!
I almost shattered my ankle.
Secure the area! Take the objective! This is our objective! Take that!
Whoa. Ah!
Let's go!
Oh, thank you. Oh, that's a car. Oh, I didn't see him. Damn it. Go back. Get down, reload. I'm at a 200. Oh! He knew.
Stay with me.
Thank you. No! What? 20. This is 20. You always gotta do it. You always gotta pop off a few shots. You get res. Whoa! Oh, time 10. I forgot all about that. Let's try this one. It's 20. So what if I do? Let's do something wild. Nope. I would have to remove it completely. Whoa, what the? Got him with a rocket. He's in here. Oh, that's teammate. My bad. That's right. Oh, oh, that would have. Oh man, if my teammate ate that, if my teammate ate that, I'd be a little upset. Nothing. Coming in too.
شكرا لك.
One's gonna eat it.
I got you. Get down. Get them out.
One to the right or left. Sorry.
Get moving.
What? Isn't. It's. I don't have it. I mean, he got the knock. We trying, Chad. We trying.
Baby.
I can't do nothing about that. Go in there. He's still in. He's still in there. I don't have a... Let's push.
Under fire!
Not everybody stay on the point. Hey John, what's going on? I had a super stressful interaction. Some old lady accidentally added me to the group chat with a bunch of ladies and they were planning to go out. I hate interactions with people and I had to act very nice and ask them to kick me from the group because I did not know them. Why don't you do, you can remove yourself?
Get the rocket on it!
Weird. Usually you should be able to... Yeah, you should be able to, like, remove yourself. Ah, no, there's none there.
Charge set, stand by!
Look at all of them. Oh, has somebody got a drone up? Yeah, they do. Holy crap, look at them. Jeez. Hey, buddy. That was a lot. And there's still a lot over there too. I just need a nade. Give me a nade. Give me a nade. Give me a nade. Give me a nade. I just need a... I just need a grenade. That's all I need. I don't know. I feel this may not be the right. Yeah, this may not be the right LMGG or not LMG, but DMR or site. Sorry, what am I talking? It's such a narrow window to look through. Yeah, I don't like this side. I'm gonna swap back to the other one. Everybody see this guy, right? Yeah, I didn't like that site. I didn't know I was able to do that. That probably would have saved me a lot of time. Yeah. Yeah, you should be able to be. You should be. You should always be able to remove yourself. Oh, it's slim. That's what I got, the slim angled. Okay. All right. Oop. I see. I'll always like the EOTech. I will forever like this sight. I just wish it didn't have the circles. That's not really much of a sight picture, in it. You get more of the gun than the actual sight itself. That is crazy. I'm trying to see which one it would. This one's okay. That's a 125. What's this one? No. And there's the rocks. What about this one? I kind of like this one. See, yeah, you get a good sight picture. All right, yeah, you get a good sight picture on that one. Hold on, I want to see some. What's this one? I was using the rocks, right? Yeah, I was using rocks on this. So, is it this one? No, not that one. Is this one? Did they remove? Hold on. Wait, hold on. All right. Put the rocks back on there. Okay, so. Did they change a reticle? They had to. Hold on. I swear it was either this one or this one. I firmly believe it was this one. This one had this sight had. Remember that site picture had where'd it go? Let me go back to DMRs. That reticle had this site picture before. I remember or that site had this site picture before. When did they change that? Huh. Also, where is Controller. Settings. Let's go to controls. Was it 175? Right? Yeah, 175. Let's bump it to 100. See how that feels. Yeah. I was gonna. Hold on. Wait. Shits and giggles. Obviously, I'm giving myself away, but shits and giggles. Damn. What am I using? Oh, wait, that's no wrong gun. This one. Where are you at, Slim? There you are. Ooh, what about can stubby? That's 30. Let's do this one. Again, stationary targets don't mean shit. But it's worth a try. It's worth a try. Worth a shot. Bow, 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 bow. Do, 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 do. Make me feel. Make me feel. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey. All right, let's see here. All right. What did I say? Wait, hold on. Free kills for utilizing concealment and camouflage. I guess the only thing that kills, only kills that count are the ones that are where players are sprinting, sliding, and jumping around corners and doorways. Not trying to pick on this person in particular, but arguing for camouflage in a game that features 3D spotting of any description just makes it a moot point. That is true. Dang. It makes it a moot point. Camouflage hasn't been a strong element of the Battlefield's gameplay loop since Battlefield Bad Company 2's ghillie suit snipers, and we all remember how fun they were to deal with. Camo realistic skins are not being added for material impact on gameplay. They are being added to keep the game looking authentic. We need to stop pretending otherwise. That's true. All right, let me exit out of this game. Okay. I wish I can somehow like nope, that ain't gonna work. I was like, I wish there was a way I could click this without even like trying to pull up my stuff or without like switching my stuff over. Uh-oh. There you go. Let's see here. So I wonder for the sticks. Initial and the max. Yep. I forgot that I changed my graphic settings, and it was like, oh, you need to leave the game, come back in. What does this person say? Hey, Twitch, hear me out. I'm a smaller streamer. Adds legit kill growth and viewership because no one wants to go to a smaller channel for the first time and sit through ads to see if they like the streamer. Rather than run ads that net me next to nothing, I'll give you $10 a month so I can remove them from my channel completely. I'll have an ad-free channel, and then you'll make money for what you get those ads. That'd be interesting. If you set your ads to 3 minutes, it takes out the pre-roll ads, so it will stop them from getting hit right away. That's true. It states this when you go in your ad settings. Indeed, a little fun hack is to also hit a 3-minute manual ad when you go live, so it clears you for the first 60 minutes, and ads are normally over before notifications even go out. Mm-hmm. Are you done with love? Oh, you are done with love.
Take what you can carry.
Oh, my shit break. How dare you? Is there a door here? Yep, there is. What are you looking at? Ooh. You're itchy. Oh! Ooh, a little stick drift. Just tiny bit. Give me a Oh, shit.
Watch out, enemy!
I thought it was in. Oh, jeez.
Let's go!
They're in the line. They're in the lines. Damn.
Pull back position!
Oh, lost some momentum. A lot of momentum. I got one. Hi. Hey, that wasn't fair. Love.
Enemy down! Oh, fuck! Let's
Oh.
go! Under fire! Let's go! You have my back!
Damn it. I was in confusion.
Over here!
I think I was gonna say I don't think they're yeah. Yeah. All right, let's see. Reduce okay. Slightly increases weapon draw speed. Minimally reduces recoil, increases weapon draw speed, and enables slightly faster transition. It costs ADS of movement. This is cost ADS while moving too. All right, hold on. I'm gonna change this back to where was that? This one? I think it was on this one. All right, let's try this one. Let's try this gun again. All right, not that gun. Let's try that attachment. Where we at? Yeah. Look, I don't have an RPG. Oh no.
Let's go!
God.
Bring it out!
Don't do it. Don't do it. Ah. Fuck. He took my kit. He's like, oh shit. Oh shit, right. Oh shit, damn, you're right. Give me that. Does that count? Okay.
Over
He's so lucky he has a shotgun. He's so lucky he has a shotgun and had a DMR. So lucky. Oh! That was sexy. That was beautiful. Give me another one. Okay, a delayed combat roll, but okay, I'll take it. Did I count for me? Probably not. Oh. Can I put a hole in that wall? Shotguns, damn it. So what's the shotguns? Head to the sky. Oh, got a little. Yeah. Bam, 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 bam. Kill enemies, multi kills. Okay, not the ideal. Mm, 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 mm. Into the sky. Okay. Trying to see the difference between these. Okay, reduces intensity of muzzle flashes and fully hides end world spotting while firing. Soldiers firing are still marked on the minimap. Okay. Limits the intensity of muzzle flashes and fully hides end world spotting while firing. Reduces recoil buildup and improves recoil recovery. Now I'm curious. Nah, I'd rather just deal with that. Yeah, precision's cool, but a lot of kick up. Yep, I'd rather just let it go loud. What else am I using? What it wow 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 wow. If I bring this down to 10, I can pull one of these on. No, I need that. I need the hip fire just in case. Oh. What does this do? Sure, bro, that improves hip fire accuracy and enables a fast transition to but reduces. Okay. Long barrel that increases projectile velocity and enables fast transition to ADS. Mid-range enables fast transition to ADS. No, no. What, do I lose the buffer for the... No, I need the buffer. I'm at 20 fast. See the difference. .534. Hold on. Controls, right? Yeah. I like that. Give me the loot. Where'd it go? We all in too deep. Yo, playful. Crouch toggle sprint. In the 305, just treat me like I'm Uncle Lou. Remember light sending, invert demolition charge? No. Interact reload, taps reload, hold, peak type disabled. Toggle, crouch toggle sprint. Okay, I still need to figure out. Yeah. Huh. Okay. So, hipfire, no. ADS move speed multiplier. These are all 0.7. ADS moves multiplier. It seems like these don't matter. I can rock that. I don't know, Chad. I don't know. This is a tough one. It's a tough. We'll give it a go. See what happens. Mm-hmm. Let's see what is going on. Oh, this is interesting. So, Amazon adds to launch 2 AI Twitch sponsorship tools at TwitchCon. Campaign Assist will analyze how creators speak during sponsorships and prompt them on what they need to say, change tone, etc. Chat sentiment analysis will process all chat messages to determine reactions. Let's see. And then Zach says, as a small reminder, know your worth. The historically accepted minimum industry standard for streamer sponsorship is $1 per CCV per hour. Twitch plus Amazon ads have been massively undercutting creators on most campaigns. It's very disappointing to see. Yeah. They get 10 cents for 6 hours on ads. Sometimes 25 cents depending on where the viewer is. Yeah, 25 cents. That's crazy. I actually had a publisher who reached out to me for a sponsored stream and VOD in 2023 tell me that I was charging too little for my services and gave me some guidance on what to typically charge for different types of sponsorships. That's how you make people want to work with you. That's true. I was going to say this. I'm seeing 20% of what I could get if I were to go through other means for sponsorships. So silver lining, I will never have to deal with this AI crap because I don't accept their pennies. Damn. I mean, hey, yeah, it's true. That is insane. That's crazy. A lot of people are not receiving this pretty well. This is pretty dystopian. This is easily one of the worst possible uses of AI, and I'm fairly pro AI. Damn. Not a huge fan. That is so. You have to. That is crazy. That is insane that you have to do that. What if I do tech and defend? Where's the tech and defend? Where are you at? Ready, set, go. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. First of all, we were looking at. Well, that's a full game. Given that. And of course, we have so many. Yeah, somebody has a mortar. I'm sorry, am I tripping or is my...
Take the objective!
What is raining mortars down? Jeez. That's all I'm hearing. It's just mortars, 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 mortars. Damn. I didn't even know how the ARP thing works. That was going to MGS Delta. So for the ARP, what you do is if you already created an account on Alienware Arena, here, let me do exclamation point ARP. Put it in here. Once you go to the Alienware Arena, basically you do this. I'll show you. Like you already made an account and everything. Alienware Arena. I gotta make sure I'm not showing off personal information yet. Okay. Okay. So you go to Alienware Arena, and then you would go to Control Center, and you would go down, and it says like you would watch any of these streamers. So there's one person in the Alienware Hive, there's 3 in Nexus, 2 in Nexus, which is myself and Witch Mob, and then partners. You watch them, and as you're watching them, you earn ARP. The ARP you can actually use those rewards to either buy stuff from the marketplace, which is here, or there could be like some sort of giveaway that you can enter, or not enter, but there's could be some like some what do you call it, like a game, like, so browsing games and stuff. Some of them cost ARP, but you have to make sure you get up in tiers, and the way how you go up in tiers is how long you've been on the Alienware arena, if that makes sense. So you can use your ARP. So basically, you use your ARP, or to earn ARP, you just watch a streamer, an Alienware partner or Alienware streamer, and then you would earn your ARP. The max you can earn is 15 per day when you watch somebody, and you can build up you can build up ARP and earn stuff like game keys, or stuff in the marketplace, like you can get what do you call it, where it is, marketplace. So you can do like Dell rewards, things like that. And the Dell rewards points is really cool because you can get do I have enough points? Yeah, so you can get Dell rewards points, which convert to like stuff you can get from the Dell store. So it could be like for Alienware laptops, monitors, things like that. And they also have some cool stuff too. So hopefully that helps. Yeah.
Frag out!
Move on!
Charge set! Stand by!
I honestly didn't think I was gonna hit that.
Frag out! Engine move! Oh shit! Look out! Frag out!
What's over here? Oh, none.
I got eyes on enemy vehicle!
I had a teammate that set right there.
Explosive set!
Objective marked. Support the attack.
That's what I got him. Nice.
Our troops attacking Bravo.
Yeah, I can't even see that.
We have secured objective Alpha.
I was wondering where the. There he goes. So people are using the what do you call it? Pig. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of this wasn't able to swap in time.
Objective Alpha. I'm tracking an enemy vehicle north of your location.
5. Guys, there's a guy right there. What are you guys doing? There's 3. What are they doing?
We have captured Alpha.
Bloody head.
Got them!
What?
The attack is underway on Bravo.
Frag out!
You guys are definitely in the blind.
Heads up!
Secured Alpha.
Damn.
The enemy have expended most of their reinforcements.
Good sound.
Attack support is needed on the objective.
Scheiße! Need a medic!
Be advised, the enemy have secured objective Alpha.
Heads up. There's spare ammo here.
What the?
Rockets on you.
Hard set, stand by!
Dude. This fucking gun sucks.
Come on!
Dude, just give me some arc. Somebody give me some ammo, please. Give me some RPG ammo. Please. Please. I was like, I just need some RPG ammo. Imagine not being squared away. I'm sitting there trying to hunt down this damn jet because everybody was just letting it go. And then I also had to watch my ass. I had to watch my back. Oh, excuse me. Up. Bam, 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 bam. Damn. No. No. Where is it? Where's the building? There you are. Yep, nobody's getting up there. Oh. That's a big no-no. Oh, I never played using DMR on this level. Navel. I see nothing. Mortar. Look at that. Didn't even hear the guy either. That's great. Oh my God, this guy just... There's literally a guy just camping. lobby. Leaving.
Confirming visual on multiple inbound attacks. Protect all sectors.
Charge set, stand by!
Let's see. Okay. Jeez. It's going down, down. Let's see here. It's going down, down there. I'm spending my money. I'm out of control. Somebody help me. She's at my bank roll. Whatever. Bow, 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 bow. When you go down, down. Ooh. Bam 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 bam. Bam 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 bam. Bam 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 bam. Bam 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 bam. Okay, very random. Cutie Cinderella on female streamers trying to shoot their shot with Ludwig. It's this weird thing where guys, have a code like, that's his girl now. I'm not gonna slide on her. Meanwhile, some women are like, okay, I can beat her. Yeah. She's wow. Oh damn, people were really calling her ass out on that one. People were ruthless.
We need to push the enemy back and secure the site. First sector is clear for attack. Let's go. Our attack of Bravo is underway.
Dude, that .01 makes a real like that .6 makes a real difference. Cause not on. Nope, never mind. I thought it made a difference. No, it doesn't. I lie.
Objective Bravo is destroyed.
This is our objective. Take it.
Oh, what the fuck? What a lag. Hanging up the ass, dude. That dude skipped across the air. That was insane.
Sit reps of losses coming in. Watch your backs.
Watch out!
I'm at 50 ping? Jeez. 50 bang, 50 bang, 50 bang.
Grenade!
Oh, they burning. They burning. Cookie. Oh, whoops.
Put that fire! I'm over here. Take it.
Road frag!
I'm over here. Take it. Find cover. Grenade!
Hey!
Get cover!
Ah! Hey, you see that?
Let's get over here. Here's the med kit.
Hello?
Medic!
Thank you.
1,000 close. Medic! Let's go. Watch my face. Let's go.
Move.
Let's move. Watch your step. Watch your step. Cover fire. Stand down. Fire. Need help. Here's spare ammo. Need a medic.
Stay down.
Thank you. Get down. Oh, you want. Got spares. Watch out. Enemy vehicle. Need a medic. Taking fire. Hey, thank you. Let's move.
Why is my box always... Why is my box always breaking? Stop breaking.
He's in our man!
Get up. Oh, that's completely up. He's got C4. He shot the pillar in front of me. What the fuck? Gosh, dang it. No audio again? Like, no audio.
Take what you can carry!
Oh, goodness gracious. They keep having me stand up. I'm so sick and tired of that.
You're a lifesaver! Take this ammo! Take the jerk! Target down! Contact! Need help! Man down! Man down! You're a lifesaver! Launch my dick!
Mass casualties. We must stop our losses.
What's this thing?
Hostiles all over the place.
Grab what you can!
One well-placed grenade.
Taking fire! Grab away! Roger! Hostile down!
Half strength. Hold it together.
Reloading! Look out!
Force on the marked objective.
All right. We got to 40.
Grab what you can! Grab what you can!
Thank you so much. Thanks.
Take what you can carry! Ammo! Take it back!
Everybody's looking the wrong way.
Capture ammo! Grenade! Take this ammo! Start! Watch my six!
Cover me!
Head down! Thank you! Grab this spare ammo!
Three times. Cool. Capture 3 more objectives. Alrighty. 10 more levels. 10 more levels. But I'm gonna head off for the night. I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. Let's see here. Who we got on? Who we got on? All right. You know what? We're gonna go rate size. Yeah, size playing right now. I don't know if he's weapon leveling or no. He finished all his weapons, so he's just playing just to play. So, I'm gonna go send you guys over to him. Make sure you guys. If you guys do like his content and everything, make sure to go drop him a follow. All right, dude is insane in the game. So, I'll see you guys in the next stream. We're gonna grind some more Battlefield. Try to get this thing to 50 by the end of the week. That is the goal. Try to get 50 by the end of the week. I might have to play during the day to level it up a little bit. So yeah. But anyway, it's been real. I appreciate you guys for everything. And I'll see you guys in the next stream. All right. Have a good one. Peace.